good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I have been doing some work today on my hormone course, and today's topic is progesterone. And this is something that I just found out today, which is going to be in my course, but I'm sharing with you now. Progesterone, too little, puts you at an increased risk of developing an autoimmune disease, because progesterone helps to lower inflammation, and it also helps to lower inflammation in the gut. So a lot of people who have leaky gut also have low progesterone levels, and the studies they have found those with conditions like irritable bowel disease also have low progesterone levels, because that progesterone helps to close those tight junctions in the small intestine, which is otherwise known as that leaky gut, which you can read about in my book Beauty and the Gut. Very interesting stuff. So I'm going to be teaching you this in my hormone course. I love learning new things. Just when you think you know everything, you learn something new and it's like, oh wow, that's so fascinating. But it makes sense to me because I've had an autoimmune disease. And I was also on the contraceptive pill when I developed the autoimmune. So I think, and I definitely know that estrogen, that synthetic estrogen, caused my autoimmune issues, because the estrogen blocks the ability for your thyroid to work. So with that high estrogen, of course, I would have had low progesterone. So progesterone keeps the inflammation down. So it helps with your immune system as well. So this is why I say most women around our cycle, our immune system does weaken a lot, like 60 to 80%. It's quite a lot, which is why you can feel run down when your cycle is due. So that's just something for you to take away today. I have the foods in my recipe book, by the way, Health Empowerment. So you've got Beauty in the Gut, where you can read about healing that leaky gut. And you've also got my recipe book, Health Empowerment, which is where I teach you what foods to eat to help you raise progesterone. So women who have any PMS symptoms are usually low in progesterone. And women who are in their premenopausal years, so which is my age, we are also low. I mean, I've obviously been low in progesterone pretty much my whole entire life, I would say. So for me, it's a constant work on making sure I'm eating the right foods to keep my progesterone levels happy. So your cortisol, it makes pregnenolone, and pregnenolone makes progesterone. Now, the problem is, if we're stressed out, what happens is cortisol steals progesterone. If you have too much estrogen steals progesterone. And then it's like we are just in this cycle of low progesterone. You've got to eat the foods that raise progesterone. So that is in my recipe book, Health Empowerment. And it's also going to be in my hormone course as well, which will be out probably, I hope, in another year or so.